So I've been asked to raise awareness for two diseases that I have. One is called sarcoidosis, and the second one is called Aspergillosis. And I thought the best way to do this really is use the power of social media and all of the friends that I have. So I'm going to talk for about 1 or 2 minutes about the disease, just to raise awareness, basically, and then after that we can laugh at me trying to do some push-ups. So 5 years ago, I went to see a doctor because I had a cough for a long time and a slight sort of discomfort in my chest, nothing major, and I had a few X-rays and tests and blood tests and that type of thing. Came back from X-rays and I had loads and loads of shadows. So instantly, the first thing you think is lung cancer, and that was the first thing that the doctors obviously spoke to me about. So I went through these tests and I was getting negative for lung cancer. Tuberculosis was negative, and every test you can think of I had. But all the time they would come back to me and say, it looks like lung cancer, you've got all of these shadows. I had a CT scan and my lungs were all inflamed inside, but my blood results were coming back negative. So eventually, after a process of elimination, they came and said that I had this disease called sarcoidosis, which I had never ever heard of. So sarcoidosis is an autoimmune disease where, for whatever reason, my immune system turned on, and could have been I had an illness, a chest infection or whatever, but it never turned off. So my immune system was identifying my lungs and my skin as something to attack. So I had inflammation in my lungs. So I was put on, and still am on, an immune suppressive medication to dumb down my immune system, and hoping that you can stop the symptoms. So there is no cure for sarcoidosis at all. The medication is designed to try and stop the symptoms and to stop your body from reacting in the way that it's trying to react. This partially successful. I didn't feel that bad. I stopped coughing, and then I went back and had a CT scan, and basically had massive cavities in my lungs, where the damage was so bad and the inflammation was so bad they actually collapsed into cavities. So I've got a few slides, so I'll show you them now. You can see on this X-ray, where it's a CT scan, I think it was a mirror image, so what's on the left is actually the right side of my body. So on the picture on the left, you can see at the top there's the start of like a hole that you can see, or a cavity, and also a bit on the right as well. Go to the next picture, obviously you can see that it's got bigger. I've also got a little bit of inflammation, so some of the white bits within my lungs is inflammation and damage, but you can see hopefully that there's obviously the hole there. We'll go to the next slide, and you can obviously see the hole still there, and then on the right side of this picture I've got a white bit, which I'll go into explain a little bit later. So on the top right you can see that white. Things were going okay. Obviously I had reduced lung capacity and getting out of breath very easily. So I went back to the gym, started to get back into shape, lose the weight I gained on my medication. Got to a point where I could just live a normal-ish life. Gym 5 or 6 times a week, cardio every single day, try and keep my cardiovascular up, and try and manage the negative effects of the medication I was on, which makes you gain weight, you have muscle wastage and that type of thing. And a couple of years, things seemed to be okay, and then November 2014, I was at the gym training legs, and I could feel something in the back of my throat. So I went to the bin, spat out, and it was blood. So you can imagine, panicked. went to hospital and that type of thing, and they thought it might be my possibly be my stomach, a stomach ulcer. I was convinced it wasn't my stomach. Had X-rays and things that came back. Obviously my X-rays show I got bad lungs, but there was no bleed or nothing. So gave some tablets that help you clot and that type of thing, and basically sent home. I wasn't quite happy with that, so I started doing some research myself, and basically found out that another hospital to go and get checked. In the meantime, I went to hospital. I went to the gym and I was carrying on training. Again, training legs. So clearly something to do with me squatting and the pressure. And by no means am I an Olympic squatter. We're talking like I was squatting 125 kilograms, but it was obviously enough to put my whole body under strain. And I coughed up blood again. I've actually got a picture, so if you don't like blood, look away. So you can see here, obviously this is where I coughed up blood. It's not a nice thing, so I'll take it off now. On this slide, so this is the slide that is cut through me looking down. So the left side on this again is the right side of the mirror image. So on the left side you can see that the hole, which is a massive hole that I've got in my right lung that could fit probably an orange in, maybe two little saxumas or something. On the right, on this picture, which is the left side of my body, just to be confusing. So on the right side of the picture, you will see sort of a white area with like a little, I call it a halo. It's like a little, you can see like a little half crest, like an air pocket. So basically there, I've got a fungal ball that is attacking my body, and what it does is it goes in and it tries to become invasive, basically. So then, obviously, after that CT scan, having conversations, I had some blood tests and things, and obviously mentioned to me Aspergillosis. So Aspergillosis is a fungus that we all breathe in. It's everywhere. It's black mold, basically. We breathe in all the time, and for whatever reason, my immune system was low. It could be that I was on immunosuppressive, so it made my immune system low in a way. It could just be that I was born that way. It could be something that's developed over time. For whatever reason, this mold managed to get into my system and hide, and it hid from my immune system enough that it could grow. And what the fungal ball is, in a cavity, growing, and basically what that is trying to do is like I said earlier, is get into your body. So on Friday the 13th of March this year, I was told that there is no cure for Aspergillosis, that if medication can't stop it from progressing, my life expectancy is 12 to 18 months, which you can imagine freaked me out. I didn't really listen to much more after that, to be honest. And then basically to try some medication, and by process of elimination, there was a lot of different medications that I tried. I ended up spending about 30 days in hospital. I had 6 weeks in bed. I lost 26 pounds, which basically was muscle, because I was doing nothing. I then got the opportunity to go onto a new drug. And one of the things that you have to do on there is to gain weight. For you just add, it's expensive. It's about £25,000 a year just for this medication, excluding any sort of care they're going to give you just for the tablets alone. It's 25 grand. So they gave me this medication, but I had to put weight on, which I will say I've been very successful in doing. I've completely and utterly lost any six-pack that